must be our goal and our guide. And all that we strive for as a human family, dignity and hope, progress and prosperity, depends on peace. But peace depends on us.
The WHO, that's the World Health Organization, receives vast amounts of money from the United States, and we pay for a majority, or biggest portion of their money. And they actually criticized and disagreed with my travel ban at the time I did it, and they were wrong. They've been wrong about a lot of things. And they had a lot of information early, and they didn't want to, they seem to be very China-centric. And we have to look into that, so we're going to look into it. We give a majority of the money that they get, and it's much more than the $58 million is a small portion of what they've gotten over the years. Sometimes they get much more than that. Sometimes it's for programs that they're doing, and it's much bigger numbers. And if the programs are good, that's great as far as we're concerned. But we want to look into it. World Health Organization, because they really are, they called it wrong. They called it wrong. They missed the call. They could have called it months earlier. They would have known. And they should have known. And they probably did know. So we'll be looking into that very carefully. And we're going to put a hold on money spent to the WHO. We're going to put a very powerful hold on it. And we're going to see. It's a great thing if it works. But when they call every shot wrong, that's no good.
So is it time to freeze funding to the WHO during a pandemic?
No, maybe not. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but we're going to look at it.
You did say that.
We give a tremendous, no, I didn't. I said we're going to look at it. We're going to investigate it. We're going to look at it. But we will look at ending funding. Yeah. Because you know what? They called it wrong. And if you look back over the years even, they're very much, everything seems to be very biased toward China. That's not right.
Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to Punchline Africa Television from the Political Command Center of Punchline Africa Television, miles away from the headquarters in Nairobi. This is Dr. David Matanga, live. And in the headquarters, right in Nairobi, is none other than our own lady, Lady Miriam Ogutu.
Yes.
And in Khartoum, is none than our special peace researcher and international ambassador, Ambassador Dr. Jaja. Good afternoon, Ambassador, or is it morning in Khartoum?
No, it's good morning now. It's 11, it's 20 past 11.
20 past 11.
Morning.
20 past 11 in Khartoum. 20 past 12 in Nairobi.
Yes.
Wherever I am, my time is not known. But I am on the steering from very far on the political command center of the United Pan-African Station. The only station in Africa that talks about Africa, that looks at what kills Africa, what ails Africa. But today, Africa seems to be on the right side of history. Had we been told about the thing much earlier, we Africans know how to run faster. You know, Africans are the fastest men on planet Earth. They don't get tired. You have seen how Kenyans run and get medals. But we are put on hold by our own African brother. For me, in this program, I'm going to be neutral. Not neutral, as an African, I am supposed to be defending an African. But on this one, I have fallen out. Because from November, and I want to tell my viewers, I have been documenting everything that this Mr. Doctor or Dr. Tedros has been saying. I am telling you, either Dr. Tedros goes to visit something at night, a spirit, then comes in the morning to say something. He has not been on the right path of his duty. I know there are many Africans who will not sound like me, but I want to remind the Africans that if we don't talk about it, it is ourselves to blame. If we don't talk about what happened in Rwanda, it is ourselves to blame. What took place in Rwanda in 1994, I was a very full grown up. I was a very full grown fledged man. Most of the people who died in Rwanda trained with me in Tanzania, Rugema, Kunyenyezi. All of these people were my great friends. Rugema's sons and the children have not seen their father. We know all what happened in Rwanda. We know how many Tutsi were killed. They were slaughtered because of bad advice from UN. And nobody is going to stop me from criticizing bad ideas from World Health Organization. Bring your reasons as to why you are saying this man has done a good job. I want to tell you that Dr. Tedros, from the day one, we have given Dr. Tedros integrity to find the disease where it is. World Health Organization, by terms of reference, is supposed to find when the disease, what type of disease, how it will affect the people, and the research departments of the World Health Organization. From October, Dr. Tedros, or whoever you call him, I don't want to know, he's an African like me. But for now, I also don't like Trump. But on this one, I will go with Trump. I'm open, I'm honest. I'll go with Trump. You know why? There was no correct information coming from the World Health Organization until we started demanding for it. At one time, the WHO told Africans not to panic. At another time, they said the thing is not as serious, it's contained. At one time, this man Tedros from Ethiopia flew to China to meet the Chinese president. At one time, from there, he kept telling us Africa is going to be a dead blood lake. Did you hear that, Africans? He said we are going to see blood and dead bodies. At one time, the same organization told us our kids on Africa are not telling what are they called, Miriam? Mm-hmm. The kids that measure this blood, this disease.
The test kits, yes.
Testing kits. Mm-hmm. This man, the Ethiopian guy, me, I don't want to miss my words. So if I'm dead, will I talk? No. Let me talk now and finish my anger. This guy here the so-called Dr. Tagris that Kagame is trying to defend. Kagame, wake up. Look at what happened in Rwanda when Kofi Annan defended the wrong side. Look at what happened. Don't tell us lies every time. We respect you, but you are not going to tell us lies that you support Dr. Tagris because he's an African. Dr. Tagris is wrong. His communication strategy is wrong. He told lies. The Americans have a point here. He told lies. He was telling us double standard lies, cheap, like Kofi Annan was telling the Hutu to kill the Tutsi. And now you come out that you don't see that history. Lies. We are not going to be blackmailed by the French hypocrisy. The African Union, that Muhammad Faki, you are a liar. You have been keeping quiet. Now when they touch somebody who is French oriented, you start shouting. Muhammad Faki and Dr. Tagris are the same. Doctor, what is the name, the real one?
His name is Tedros Adhanom.
Dr. Tedros. Or Tagris Adhanom, whatever. I am not in the mood to negotiate with him. Mafikizolos are Mafikizolos. And let African presidents hear me. I support the programs of Uganda, the programs of Kenya. We Africans, let's defend ourselves. The programs of Tanzania, the programs of Rwanda. Jamen, let's defend ourselves. Don't tell me Dr. Tagris. What Tagris? This guy told us lies. He has been telling lies. Now he has started a ping pong with America. Why was he not telling us the disease? The disease was real, was coming. What is the money for research for? Answer me. Answer me, you Africans. You Dr. Ajaja, answer me. When I told you about 4 weeks ago, you tried to defend this guy. I told you I'm gonna win you on this guy. This guy is a lumpen. This guy is not fit to be a WHO president or even a clerical officer. He's not. He on communication, he might be able to be a doctor to operate a person and the person comes back to life. Like a man, no. The man told us double standards, and we are not going to keep quiet because he's an African. We kept quiet, and Rwanda went to the death tunnel. The Hutus were killed because Kofi Annan was an African. Kofi Annan was an African. Tell me, why didn't Africa shout when Abiyarimana was slaughtering people? Because Kofi Annan and Abiyarimana and the rest were conniving with France to manufacture the death tunnels for the Tutsi, and we kept quiet. UN came in to give us statement, rubbish. This is stupid. We don't need statements anymore. Our people are dying because of this. Our people are going to perish because of stupid advice given by double standards. He told us Africans not to purchase, not to panic to purchase goods. He told us Africans, he should have told us that buy ventilators, buy masks, even on masks. As far as yesterday, he's contradicting the government plan suggestions. Miriam, am I wrong? Mm-hmm. He's the same man of WHO is telling other people that don't wear those masks. Am I wrong? So you tell me that because I'm an African, I should just stand and give this man support because of that man called Musa Faki. That man there, that one who has sold our African Union. He has sold African Union to the highest bidder, who is Macron. They put Ramaphosa on the phone and they convince African leaders for Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa, shame on you. Look at your shame. Your country has 1,800 affected people because wrong advice was given to you. And you are here saying the World Health Organization gave you right out. Ramaphosa, shut up. Tell South Africans we shall go with people who are putting the right policies, like President Uhuru Kenyatta, like President Museveni, Kagame, the president of Zimbabwe. They have put good direction. Even in Somalia, president, for the first time, I agree with that man called for Remajo. He has put conditions. For Remajo, you are watching, I can see from your Twitter handle. Thank you. But I am not going to agree with Mafikizolo. I'm not an African Mafikizolo. I am not. I would agree with Riek Machar and Salva Kiir because they have contained the disease. But I would not agree with Ramaphosa because he has not contained the disease enough. He was listening to the advice of Bill Gates. Before he talked to AU, his telephone was talking to Bill Gates. You can lie to people who don't know how to trace your intelligence, but not us. We are also capable of knowing what you do, Mr. Ramaphosa. And you collect African leaders, you put them online. Hala, hala, hala. Thank you very much, Miriam. Take it there to soften it down. It is hot for me. And I'm not going to take it lying. On this one, I agree with America. Kill me if you want. America is right. This guy must go. If he doesn't go, we shall remove him through court. When COVID is over, I will be on the flight to Hague. Haki ya Mungu, I will take you down. I have known all the corruption scandals in the World Health Organization. Oh, my team from Paris has picked it already. We are done. You are done. Get up. Resign now. Miriam.
All right. Thank you so much there. Doctor is on fire today, and you can tell this is a subject really we've been waiting to talk about, as even we have seen the back and forth between the United States and, China, and now World Health Organization is in the middle of all this row that is going on in regards to the breaking of the pandemic, the COVID-19, that is said to have been spotted the first time in China earlier than China actually came out and told the world. And right now, even as we speak, there is another farm in the United Kingdom that is preparing, to take China to international court, saying China had an obligation under the World Health Organization guidelines to, share the information, with the world, especially with the World Health Organization. Immediately they discovered these cases was going on in the country, but they did not do that. They seemed, according to this farm, China flaunted some of these rules and guidelines that have been put forward with World Health Organization, which is a constitute of United Nations. So if you are a member of the United Nations and you are part of the World Health Organization, so you are bound by these regulations that have been put forth. So now we've seen it back and forth. And yesterday, I think the previous day after President Trump tweeted about that matter that Dr. Matanga there was referring to. And speaking during the daily coronavirus task force briefing at the White House on Tuesday, Mr. Trump said his administration will take a good look at its contribution to the World Health Organization while questioning some of the United Nations agency's advice. So this is what the tweet said. They called it wrong, he said, adding, they missed the call. Fortunately, I rejected the advice on keeping our borders open to China earlier on. Why did they give us such a faulty recommendation? And we saw, he said that the U.S.
Miriam, you made the point very clear. This World Health Organization, this guy visited China in October, around October, November. He discovered this disease there. He has got researchers. We have got early warning systems. If a tsunami is coming in the Pacific Ocean, there is a warning system for the people on the mainland of United States of America and Japan to run away. World Health Organization gave us no warning, gave us no notice, told us nothing, did not prepare us for this long suffering that we in Africa are going through. We in Britain, we in Russia, we in America are going through. I cannot support a man because he's a black guy. I want to support principle, and I'm supporting a principle. The Ethiopian Dr. Terry's resign. Get off the job. Get off the job. You are another Kofi Annan. You have not told the world what you have done for us. You are telling us that even in Africa, that after this, Africa is the next dying field. Did you hear that statement, Africans? Did you hear the statement? And then you play with this guy. You play with them. These are Mengistu fellows. These are the people Mengistu trained. You know, I am now beginning to analyze this. There is something wrong with this guy. Africa gave him a backing to get the job, but he has not given Africa the results. It is like Obama and Clinton. Africa benefited more when Clinton and Bush were there than when Obama was there. I am not a supporter of Obama. Oh. He left Libya bleeding. The other people were praising him, not Matsanga. Libya is bleeding because of Obama. Resolution 1970 of the United Nations Security Council dismembered Libya. I am not PLO Lumumba, because PLO Lumumba does not deliver the point. He fears. He reaches a point he fears. I have delivered my point. He can challenge me if he wants. He can't manage me. He can manage me in English language, but not on facts, on Africa. PLO Lumumba, you are watching. I told you to watch. I don't quote, sugarcoat. David Matsanga doesn't sugarcoat. I tell it as it is. There is a problem here. The guy, the American, is correct. Trump can be madman, whatever you call him. But on this point, there is something that we in Africa, there are answers we want to demand. What is it that happened between China, America, and the World Health Organization? If you give me those answers, let me clap like the British Prime Minister. I've been told to clap, and we are going to clap. Give us the answers. Or we stop. Let's wait for God to help us. Because some Africans want to say, oh, he's from Ethiopia, I like him, let's support him. Ramaphosa. The figure is going to 2,000 by tomorrow. You never prepared your people, and then you come around to tell us you support Mr. World Health Organization, Ramaphosa, because you want to sell the medicine. Where did you get this mercantile capitalism from, Ramaphosa? Mercantile capitalism has killed this world. Let's talk the truth. Let's talk the truth. I told you Ocampo was a thief. You people in the world told me I was a very bad man. You people dismissed me from my job as Sky News Africa correspondent. Now listen to where Ocampo is. He should be in jail. I told you I told you that ICC is a fake organization. In Africa, you never listened to me. You thought I was a madman coming from Uganda looking for money. Have you ever given me any money? I stood by myself, and I now am vindicated. Is ICC not fake? It is fake. All the evidence you collected was fake. Matanga 1, I am now telling you, this Trudeau man, whatever you call him, Trudeau, from Ethiopia, resign and go home. We have suffered enough. We used not to wear masks as Africans. We enjoy our fresh air. And you brought us a problem instead of warning us. Now you are telling us, oh, we support you on Bush. Let Mr. Trump take you on. What did you carry from Beijing? Tell us what you carried from China. Tell us. Kofi Annan carried money from the French to destroy Rwanda. He's going to the grave with the secret. Now let me reveal to you. I am just 2 meters away from bringing the truth. Wait on Saturday. Wait. I am going to reveal to you what happened. My boys in Paris are working. I will deliver this to the world. It will be a shocker. I told you. Mr. Doctor, tell us something. Leave. We are fed up with your double standards. What do? We are sick people, desperate. We have Africans who are on the beds. We are not working in our homes. Some of us are separated from our families. My family is 10,000 miles away from here. I cry tears when I see Africa going down. People who never expected a disease, and the man sat on the chair and never told us that the planes bring the disease. Amen. And you Africans that you went to school, you want to support him, Ramaphosa. Tell me why I should not cry tears for my continent. Why? There is no Nyerere. There is no Mugabe. There is no Sekou Toure. There is no Jomo Kenyatta. There is no Patrice Lumumba. There is no Gabriel Nasser, Guruma, Amiru Kabura, Samara Machel. All of them are gone. Who will cry for you, Africa? We are left with Uhuru Kenyatta, who tries to cry for Africa, who puts up money. Uhuru Kenyatta got money, $1 million to pay for the African court to work. They have eaten it. Musa Faki Mohammed ate the money. There is no single dollar left on account. We are in chaos. We are in chaos. AU is sold. AU has been bought. I studied the subject, the last letter in the United Kingdom. I did not study my subject in the US. Check my number, student number. I'm one of those who can challenge the British without any reservation. I challenged Tony Blair on sanctions against Zimbabwe. I won. I challenged Ocampo on fake evidence. I won. I went to the ICJ on Somalia. The judge is left, retired, before his retirement age. I won. I bet, I swear, I'm going to go for Mr. Tedros, either in personal capacity, private capacity. I will sue him. I got all the videos together, all the videos of what he was telling us. You know, internet does not lie. Woo. Thank you very much. Hold the fire, Miriam, in the studio. Let's bring Doctor from Khartoum. Good afternoon, Dr. Ambassador Jaja.
Good afternoon, Dr. Matanga. I have put you on fire.
I hope you talk sense now, because I am already sensed up. And that is...
You know me very well.
Yes.
You know me very well. I don't hide things. I speak sense. And I want to talk to you this time and let leaders in Africa listen what I'm going to tell them.
Thank you. There you are. The microphone is on.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Musanga, for bringing me into the forum. It's a very hot topic and is sensitive. And sensitivity of this one, we have to speak the truth, because I have learned one thing in the Bible: to speak the truth, and the truth will set you free.
Yes, that's what I've done.
Okay. What we have now between the World Health Organization and America and China, I call it a short time. The reality has not come yet. As the international or the global advisor for the ICN and the ambassador at large for International Human Rights Commission,
Yes.
we have to take things not only just diplomatically, but we have to view what is going on globally now.
Yes.
This virus or coronavirus or siren gas or G5, these are the three names we have them now. We don't know which one is right and which one is wrong.
Yes.
Whether it's a bioweapon, whether this is the G5 of the internet,
Yes.
or whether this is the coronavirus that Saddam Hussein spoke about it in 93.
Yes.
I have seen that. I'm not differ with you with the Director General of the World Health Organization.
Yes.
Yes, they knew the information before when things happened in Wuhan.
Thank you.
They have not seen it as a world threat pandemic. This is what they say.
Yes.
Until they have seen the rising and the lockdown of the total China.
Uh-huh. So you agree with me?
And this is the beginning. This is the beginning where the blame came. The blame of came here.
Doctor, hold the moment. You have scored a point there. You agree with me on that one?
Yes, I agree with you. Let me come to Musanga, because I have listened to you all. I have to answer you accordingly.
Yes, go ahead. But you agree with me? They knew they had the information. Way back
They had the information. They have the information. World Health Organization have the information. That is why they went to China.
Yes.
And this is how now the ball has been thrown between China and America. And the Chinese Minister of Foreign Affairs said this virus came from American soldiers, and Americans name it as a Chinese virus. This is the beginning here.
Okay. Bring it up.
Trump has confirmed that this virus will never harm America. It's under the control. What he said. And he has even prophesied, because he became a prophet, saying in the middle of April, this one will finish.
Yes, bring it on. We are quoting exactly what they say. We are not putting
this
anyone.
Is what they say.
Yes, we are not.
This is what they say.
And let me guide you. Our viewers should not think these words are ours. The words are coming from what Trump and these guys said. So, Doctor, go ahead.
And this is where people are now confused. And even in their campaign, they have spoke about it. Paris Sanders talk about it. And then Trump said, the Democrats want to use it for the politics. They want to use it for the election. This is whatever they have said. In the White House, when journalists were insisting, why do you call this one a Chinese virus? Because he said one Chinese man came from China and he brought it to the entire America. That is mean accusing China importing the virus to America, importing virus to UK, importing virus to all these things. But this pandemic virus, let me tell you, Dr. Matanga, even the former President George Bush, the Jr., know about it in 2008. And he said we should prepare from now. The same thing. Bill Gates spoke about it 2015, that the pandemic that is coming, we are not going to be ready for it. The whole world will not be ready. He didn't say America will not be ready. 70% of the deaths now in America are Spanish and the black people. Now, let's go. We have to be real from now. Since the foundation of the United Nations, with all our branches, Africa has no voice. Africa has no legitimate or power to reject whatever brought to them. And this is our weakness in Africa. If you see that the old diseases that have been produced in Africa, the Ebola, the HIV, the polio, or the children, and all, this kind of this malaria, typhoid, and all this, it is the creation of those scientists. And we don't have scientists in Africa who created this, Dr. Matanga. The United Nations is the business entity. It's not representing nations. It's representing business entity, those who put billions of dollars to make money out of people.
Yes.
That is why when you hear those of Mugabe until he died, he said, we just come to the United Nations for ceremony. Let Gaddafi talk about it.
Okay. We want.
No one is defending Africa.
Okay, thank you very much. You bring it.
Let me finish. Let me finish, Dr.
Yeah.
Matanga. You have brought it and you have to listen and let our leaders in Africa listen to this one.
Yes, bring it to the end because there are three professors who are waiting to chip in. Yes.
This one, it is the time for Africa to unite.
Thank you. That's the point.
The people, let me tell you, the people who put Ramaphosa to lead African Union this time, those of Bill Gates are behind them.
Let the truth come
They're
out.
going to keep the navy talking to leaders of Africa.
Ramaphosa was, yes.
For Ramaphosa to be the chairman because he is the one going to implement our agenda.
Mm-hmm. Another
agenda of 2020 is not African agenda. Agenda of 2030 is not African agenda. Agenda of 2063 is not African agenda. It is all the business people like Bill Gates and others, Rockefellers, and those of George Soros. These are the people behind it. Because Bill Gates said in 2019, in an African Union summit, when he was addressing our leaders, he said, I am going to invest $18 billion US, and people were clapping like if Bill Gates has all money of the world. You have everything in Africa that can even let America be under you if we have leaders enough.
Thank you.
And everyone.
You have many important points. Thank you.
These resources we have is going to bring us war for another 30 years in Africa because of these resources. They are going to use it. Now America has what is called a military space. Chinese has the military space. Russia has a military space because the war is going to be in a space to control us down here. This is what you have to understand.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Our people should listen.
Yes.
Our leaders should listen.
They have listened to you. All of them are here.
None of us now, because Bill Gates said in 2063, Africa will go to the space. Who told that Africa will go to space in 2063?
How do we go to space when we can't control even in COVID-19? When it is
So
being
we
brought to us.
have to unite. We have to quote the song of Bob Marley, and I want you to put this song. Let our leaders listen. Africa, unite. Bring that song, Masanga.
The song is playing on Radio Punchline Africa. And unfortunately,
Bring that song even in the TV. Let them listen even in 1 minute.
Yes.
Africa, unite.
we shall bring it. That the production team has had it. I am miles away from
Before
the
we finish this show, bring that Africa unite.
Before-
Dr. Tedros, I said my statement I said last time.
Yes.
Dr. Tedros, yes, they have brought him to clean the mess. This is what happened, like what they did with the Kofi Annan.
Now
Like what they did, because how can you
Exactly.
become a director general for the
Thank you very
for
much.
the life and the strong organization? Huh?
Thank
From
you very
Africa
much.
to be put there, and you don't have any influence, you don't have any authority.
The man,
You are not
the
there
man is
to
like
change anything.
the man is like an office messenger.
So this is what they do to our Africa, all of them.
The man,
They have to pass
the
the
man,
agenda through these people, so that they will say these black people are not capable to lead even the world.
I tell you, there is nobody in Western Europe who wants Dr. Tedros to be in power for even 1 minute. They want him out now. You see the problem that we Africans have. Dr. Ambassador Jaja, thank you very much for your points that you have made. First, let me thank you. I want to bring to the attention of the people of the world that this topic is very important, that we fell victims of something we didn't know. It is now coming up slowly that America, United States of America, China, and the World Health Organization are quarreling. Now, we want from this quarrel, any African who has gone to school, who studied in school, who went to school like them, like me. I studied where they studied, where salvation came from, in Canterbury University, the Anglican Center, and the London Guildhall University. I am not going to keep quiet and not talk. I did not study to keep quiet. I am telling the truth. There is something which we don't know, which we want to know. Had Dr. Tedros told us in September to prepare for beds, to prepare medicine, to prepare masks, to prepare ventilators, because his role was to tell us to prepare these things, we would have done it. We Africans are abiding people, law-abiding people, very innocent. That's why we allowed the colonial David Livingstone to walk all the way from Lake Nyasaland in Malawi and die up in Uganda. That's why we allowed Kraft to walk all the way and discover a mountain that was already ours. We are abiding people, but we are not going to sit quiet and watch to become pigs, to be tested on, to be insulted. We have one problem here, and I want to ask Africans who are watching me right now. This is the question. When the two doctors from France insulted the Africans, can you show me one statement from AU that condemned the two doctors? Did you see any statement from Musa Faki? He wrote a statement after several million years. We saw the statement later. Look at the language of the statement. The language of the statement did not, it was not a statement that Africa has been injured. It was a statement to please the French. And later on, after issuing that statement, Musa Faki picks President Macron, puts him on the phone to pour gas and exhaust pipes on African presidents. That the bonjour, this is rubbish. Telling us what to do. Yet he did not condemn his doctors. President Macron, in his speech with African presidents, Miriam and Dr. Jaja, check it. He never condemned those two scientists. He didn't. Why do you think I should see?
Yes, Dr. Masanga, yes, what you are saying.
Yes, go ahead.
Only what about testing the vaccine to the African. I have seen the comment from part of the African Union, not Musa Faki himself. He has not condemned that one.
He didn't.
Musa Faki, when he was interviewing his quarantine in his own home, he was talking about the conversation between Macron.
He did not condemn.
And between Ramaphosa.
Thank you very much.
And then bringing up what the ministers of finance of the African Union has proposed of 150 billion to fight the coronavirus. While you know Africa in 2020 is on the debt of 40 billion still in 2020. We're not talking about the debts of the years, of previous years.
Okay.
And now, how did you come with that a calculation that you have brought of 150 billion US to fight the corona in Africa,
you see,
in the continent, while the nations are putting bills of trillions of dollars, and we are talking about 150 billion US dollar.
Thank you.
And Antonio Guterres and the World Health Organization are warning leaders of Africa that should prepare from now to fight the COVID-19 because it's going to be worse than what we are seeing in Europe and in America.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Let me bring in Miriam. We do gender parity here. Miriam,
yes.
The anger is high.
I hear that.
The pain, the anger is high. The pain is high. The anguish is too much. But the hope is there for Africa. If we discuss this thing openly, Africa will heal. We shall heal our continent. That is why we call upon our people on the continent. Let's support our governments. Let's support President Museveni. Let's support President Uhuru Kenyatta, Magufuli, Mnangagwa, Tshisekedi, President Ramaphosa, in inverted commas. Inverted commas, Ramaphosa. Because for me, in South Africa, I would have chosen Chris Hani. And you know what they did to Chris Hani. We know we don't want to open it. Ramaphosa, you say it, I'll open it. Let's support Mnangagwa. Let's support President Nyusi. Support Magufuli. Support the president of Malawi. Whether in balance or imbalance, Mutharika. They support the president of Ghana. They support Nigerians, both Biafrans and the others, because Biafrans are being killed. Let's support Amazonians who are being killed. COVID-19 kills them. Bullets of Paul Robia killed them. The AU does not speak. Let's support President Mohamed Farmajo of Mogadishu, Somalia. He has done a good job. So far, you have done a good job. On this one, you have created, support President Salva Kiir, support President Kagame, support Nkurunziza. By the way, Burundi has only 3 cases in East Africa. It's the lowest. Because people hear the rules. Support your president on the continent wherever you are. And support the policies to save ourselves. You see the superpowers started with the tariffs. Miriam, you will be making the final your remarks. You are the closing master of the choir. They started with tariffs. America was complaining about that. Do people in the world know the story? Wait to watch me on Saturday. I am bringing one of the best stories that you have never heard. Or I'll keep it when Jesus has resurrected on Sunday in the afternoon, 2 p.m. I have got now the details. You know what? This guy started with tariffs. From tariffs, it ended up with telling people from Wuhan to leave. Americans told their nationals to leave. We rely on the big brother to give us a signal when we are going to be harmed. Everybody who has a big brother in his home is the big brother who said, don't kill him. Don't kill my younger brother, kill me. I believe Miriam has brothers who say, don't beat her, beat me. We relied on America and China to help us, the big brothers. But instead they left us Africans confused. In fact, the presidents on this continent have done very well. Give them support and a clap. Miriam, let's give them a clap for the services they have done. Give Kenyatta a clap. Give Museveni a clap. Give Magufuli a clap. Give everybody, we shall overcome. Give Kagame a clap, we shall overcome. Nkurunziza, Mnangagwa a clap, we shall overcome. Give out the door, we shall overcome. Clapping is one of the senses that makes Africa happy. We used to clap when trouble was in our midst. Give Salva Kiir a clap. He has only 3 cases. He has done it very well. Keep it there, Salva Kiir. Lock all the borders and tell people in Juba to sit outside on the sunshine. Yes, this thing will not defeat us. Let it go. It is not us who manufactured it, God. Let it go. Let it go. Let Africa be free. Let the Italians heal and get out of it. I pray all this in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. I want to leave you with 2 things. Yesterday night, today in the night, Jesus is going to pray. Luke chapter 22, verse 41 to 45, Miriam. He will step aside and pray to God. and ask ye, Father, it is your will. If it is your will, take it away from me, but if it is the will that you want me to go through it, so be it. When Jesus returned after that prayer, he found all his disciples asleep, dead, asleep. You know, to sleep at night and the door is opened by thieves, but you don't know they are in the house. You wake up when they have put a gun on you. Is hard what that type of sleep. But this sleep was heavenly, was spiritual sleep. Jesus told them, how do you sleep in a short time when we have a lot of work to do ahead? Let's go. Immediately, one of the disciples disappeared. When they underwater, these days Kenya has got a saying, chini ya maji. He went underwater and they emerged with the Pharisees later on to capture Jesus. Sold out, Mafiki Zolo. That does not have Mafiki Zolos on the continent who want to sell their chemicals, their pharmaceuticals. Mercantile capitalism will kill Africa. Let's open up. We shall have another debate tomorrow. And Doctor, prepare this very well. Before you leave, do we pay or we don't pay? do we pay the loans or we don't pay? Doctor, you are cutting short in 30 seconds.
I have not seen nations who are paying back loans.
You have said
to be exempted from the loans that they have taken from China or from America or from other places.
Do we pay or not pay?
We don't pay.
Thank you. Keep it going. Keep it hot until tomorrow.
Because this is the financial entity owned by private companies.
Okay, thank you very much.
That is why the interest always for Africa is so high.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Doctor. Keep it until evening, 8 p.m. East African Standard Time. That is Dr. Ambassador Dr. Tony Gaji, a peace envoy, a world peace envoy, speaking from Khartoum. Greet General Daglo for me, my Commander Daglo. Greet him for me. Tell him that the man has put on weight. Look at me. Tell General Daglo that I still stand firm. Yes, don't surrender.
General Daglo is the man of the year in Sudan here.
Yes, don't surrender. Tell him not to surrender. Bashir to the ICC. ICC is the fact. Tell General Daglo that General Matanga, your friend, has said, don't make a mistake to kill Africa by surrendering. Try Bashir on the soil of Africa. ICC lost relevance. I want you to deliver the message. You know very, very well.
Don't forget to put this song, Masanga, before you close it down. Put Africa United. And I want everybody in Africa and the whole continent, in each nation, to play this music. Like the way the Italian was singing on the balcony. This is the time we have to open it with a big loud. Africa Unite. This will bring us back.
I will sing it, Africa Unite, Africa Unite. I don't know the other versions, but my production team.
You put it in the music, it's there. You put it in the music.
Okay.
Put it there.
My radio station manager is working on it as we give this first lady, the lady right seated in the studio. We give you a chance. I've taken away all your feelings, but I hope you have some left to say something today.
Yes.
Say for it for calmness. Doctor, you hear what Miriam is saying, then we close it down. Thank you very much, Dr. Ambassador Jaja from Khartoum, Sudan, online from Khartoum in Sudan. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, all the presidents who are watching, all the handlers of the presidents who are watching this. Give them this copy. We have a problem. Let's not support because we're Africans. We don't support our fellow African. We support principles. This guy of WHO brought us the quagmire. Trump on this one is 100% correct. Trump might be having other mistakes he has made, including closing the door on us Africans. But on this one, he has a point. Is that the song coming? Or it is coming all the way from Dr. Jaja? Goodbye, Dr. Jaja. Goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Thank you. God bless you. And okay, back to the studio. It is how many minutes past? It is 17 minutes past 1 East African Standard Time. And it is lunch time for the lady in the studio. It has been hot, hot, and hot. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. I think today you must have thought I slept on a wrong side, which is indeed correct. I thought about this controversy from last night. Mm-hmm. Why is America saying what they are saying? We want to thank you very much. I give you to summarize. We see you tonight with your favorite. You will be the one beginning it. With your favorite program of Diaspora Dispatches. Mm-hmm. I will be arranging Dr. PLO Lumumba for you. Then you can interview him while I'm hearing. Thank you very much, Miriam. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much. So, thank you so much there, Dr. David Matanga. And earlier on, they were having a conversation there with Dr. Tony Jaja, all the way from Khartoum in Sudan. I think they've summarized everything. So thank you so much, our viewers, for tuning in. Let's meet later on at 8 p.m. East African time, and we can have more conversation about this continent. My name is Miriam Mugutu. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Miriam.
Peace must be our goal and our guide. And all that we strive for as a human family, dignity and hope, progress and prosperity, depends on peace. But peace depends on us.